with the 4 left, it's a very ominous presence that Helmuth is so close to the top of the leaderboard now.
Yeah, we're going to get some battles between these 3 now. We've got Kenny James, Phil Helmuth, and Tony G. We've got some fireworks, eh?
Remember, this is a league format. You'll see these players time after time as they try to accrue points for that all-important final table. At the end of the regular season, the top 4 players go straight to the final table, the middle 4 and the playoffs, and the bottom 4 relegation.
29.
KJ has given
29.
29,000.
He's given Tony G's races a lot of respect.
Well, if it doesn't move here, Tony's coming with them 2 10s, I know that. And if he just calls here and he comes a little flop, Tony's going to win a lot of chips. We're right up there.
Pass.
Nice, folded it. Tough to call a raise with a king queen.
KJ's been giving Tony a wide berth all night. Let's be fair, he really has. It's oh, here we go, Andy Black, and is this slipping?
No, come on. Well, it's just me. You guys are all in.
Probably the best.
So, what did you do that? 10s.
I took 10.
You're all in. There's no.
Just your blind.
What's the title round?
Just trouble for Andy Black.
Yeah, I don't like this play with it.
Huh?
Dividends?
You guys are all in, right? There's no more action. Yeah, no. I laid this hand down. I laid that hand down.
What is it?
44.
Still Ace-3 is a bit, it's a bit
14?
skinny.
14 there, yeah.
14?
He lose patience, you think, or?
Well, the blinds are big, and Tony G, he's hoping Tony G's got a king eye or something. But let's hope he catches the ace here, because he's played good poker.
Not a terrible flop for Black. No. Now a 4 will get him out of it as well.
That's right.
Tony G hoping to hold these. No 4, no
usually
ace.
When it comes like this, you catch the wheel here. You usually catch someone when it comes like this, and you catch a few more outs. I've seen it lots of times.
About 27%. Oh, it's the bullet.
Did I say he was going to catch it? It's scary what the fish knows about this game.
And G now drawn to a 10, which he doesn't catch. Tony a bit morose here.
Yeah.
Big double up for Andy Black.
Yeah.
And that's a bad beat.
It's pretty normal.
Andy Black, an Irish old-timer who's burst back onto the scene by cashing over $2 million in the last 18 months. But there's a reason he's called the Monk.
I got 14th in the World Series in '97, but I was so emotionally unstable that I was crushed that I didn't win it. Shortly afterwards, I just quit. There's a lot of funny stories on the internet, and he was in Tibet, you know, and I was thinking, really, wasn't it, you know? No, funnily enough, I lived in semi-monastic communities in England. That well-known home of Buddhism. I've been a real asshole a lot of times in my life, you know. I've been pretty horrible to people. I was generally a fairly unpleasant character a lot of the time. That whole period really, I think, at least did something to improve my character a bit. I mean, I think I'm a bit less of an asshole than I used to be, and I'd say that's the main thing that sort of Buddhism has sort of done for me, you know.
There's a lot of time to be careful with your money in the small blind. Yeah.
Short stack Tony G on the button. Big stacks in the blinds. 15,000 to play on Black.
Yeah. I quietly fancy Andy to win this still.
Yes.
Gee, does he have any bet besides all in here?
65 all in.
All in.
I was just going to say he'll go all in with any 2 cards, and he'd already said all in before I said it.
And if Helmuth can pick up a calling hand here, it could be a bit decisive. And that's good enough.
Yeah, he'll call with that, I think. Yeah. Now we need Tony to get lucky, otherwise Phil's running away with it.
Yeah, this is big. This is big for every player in this tournament. They'll all be rooting for G right now, but he's 2 to 1 against.
The result, right, Tony?
Helmuth quietly fancies his hand, though. Jack or 10, nothing there.
Kinging in this thing.
He says, don't you have a king in it? I mean, why does he need a king, you know? If he called a king, I mean, Tony could catch a straight. I mean, at the moment, he's got him dead, more or less. Wow, look at this, look. Now he's got 4 outs now. Can't catch a club.
Can you hold for 1 minute before you turn it? Let me insure this hand. Tell him we need 60 seconds or less, Marty, that's all. Okay, so you can win with, can't win with a 9, 10, or Jack of clubs. You have 2 10s, 2 jacks, and 3 9s.
It's 5
7
outs.
7 outs. Good.
7 outs.
7
sorry.
outs we know of. So I'm over about 5-1 favorite, right? I'll take 4.5 to 1. $10,000 US to $45,000 US. Yes or no? Give us another 3 seconds.
You can have 5.
5 to 1?
You can have 5,000.
5,000. Okay, we're ready. That's a bet.
Helmuth
5,000.
wants to give Tony G an advantage and bet $5,000 on Tony G catching the 9-10 or jack.
Oh, you get 5.
Phil's having a bet on his open.
Tony doesn't know what he's rooting for now. Tony G has just got knocked out of this heat and made $5,000 in the process. But he'll pick up 2 hands. I don't think Tony G minds too much about the money. He's going to have to be worried about the fact that he's only got 2 points through 2 heats, Dave.
Yeah, he's in bad shape now.
Looking at the leaderboard now, 3 ways. Helmuth ominously close to half the chips in play. And blinds big enough so that black is going to be backed into a corner pretty soon.
Not very good, was it? I scored 2 points, so really bad.
This level has been dirt.
Raised 45,000 total.
And here comes Andy Black. How much does he like those?
Re-raised all in.
Re-raise from KJ.
KQ.
Wow.
KJ with a KQ. Phil will probably wake up with 2 aces here. Oh no.
He's got one of Kenna's kings. And a big decision for Andy. It's about 1/3 of his stack.
Call?
Call.
He's called. That's a great call, Dave.
Wow.
What did Andy decide? Did not want to leave him behind.
You know, Andy's Irish. They don't always have to decide. They just say it. It's a good call.
You gotta have heart, baby. Heart.
Good call, Andy.
I hope Andy wins it.
Andy didn't think about it too long. He's ahead. About 11% worth, and this is a huge pot. It'll take him the chip lead, although black is all in. KJ says, give me something.
Well, actually, when I said, I mean, I don't really mind who wins it, but
Put a jack up there, make it interesting.
KJ went out 3rd in his first heat. He'll be down to 6 points if he goes out 3rd here, although he's not all in, but he will be short stacked if black can make these. Oh, there's the queen!
that's terrible for Andy, yeah.
And black down to 3 cards.
He made a good call. Just unlucky.
Oh,
baby, look at that. This only happens on television. I've never seen this happen in a cash game, have you?
No, but I mean, it is a bit unlucky for Ken and James as well. That's the 2nd time in as many heats that the ace has come post-flop to shatter his big pair. Worst to first to worst again. Black flopped the ace high.
You see, you know what? Phil almost loving this, you know, because Phil wants to play Andy Black heads up because he doesn't want to play Kenny James. You know, they've got a lot of history, but he doesn't know that Andy Black is quite an aggressive player, actually.
Andy is sitting back in his chair, hands on his head. He's nearly stunned.
That's 107 for sure.
I mean, what we just saw there, Dave, you know, I know it's early in this tournament, but it could have been a hand that decides who goes forward to the final table and who gets relegated. A switch of about 3 points, a 6-point turnaround.
Yeah, it's a scary game, this poker. It's certainly not for the faint-hearted.
KJ, of course, still in, but he's going to be shorter than a pancake roll, really. How do you make a pancake roll? Take it to the top of the hill and let go.
What's got 100 legs and no teeth?
What?
The front row of a Cliff Richard concert. Just wanted to get that one on the TV. I love that joke.
6 more hands. Thank you.
KJ asking how many hands are left in this level. It's 7:15 to 10:20, but really he pretty much has to go in with any 2 here. He's only got 45 or so thousand. I mean, he can actually make a raise here that he could force the others to fold.
Yeah, he's going to go all in here for definite. Now what's Phil going to wake up with? I think Phil's got an ace here. I've just got a suspicion of it. Let's have a look at your hand, Phil. Come on. He's probably got about a 7 deuce, make me wrong.
Okay, I haven't looked at my hand yet. I'm just
Nobody's looked at your hand yet, Phil. Come on, I've got a feeling you got an ace there, though.
Well, look, you might have like 9 deuce.